So, we're having fish. It's called for fish time, and I've got some lovely, sustainable, caught in, landed in Plymouth, hake. I'm going to do fish and chips and mushy peas. No, I'm not going to do mushy peas, but I'm going to do fish and chips and peas in a sort of Indian style. But we're going to start off with the fish. So I'm going to basically start off by making my marinade. So what I've got is some chopped ginger. I've got some chopped garlic. I've got some cumin, and I've got some garam masala. I've got some lime juice and lime zest. I've got some hot chili powder. And I've got some fresh coriander. So I'll put that in my machine with some oil, a little bit of oil, just to put it around, and then we put our magic machine on. Now, I might have to shout. Yes, I did. But, you know, that's not a problem, is it? What I've got to do now is make sure that this is like a paste. So you can see we're making some good progress. Okay, but I need it a bit smoother than that. Yeah, nearly there. Nearly there. One more go. Lovely. So, to make the other bit, I've got, I'm just going to pour a quick bit of this oil away. So I'm making, in a saucepan, I've got a little bit of oil, and this is gram flour, chickpea flour. So I'm going to just fry that off, just warm that through, just for a little minute. It's nothing, just to cook it off. Just a thickening agent, really, that's what that is. Okay, so that's that. So turn that off, and then what we do then is we have our paste, which is, I mean, it's a pity again we can't share the lovely smell of this stuff, but you know. So look at that. That, I would tell you now, is a festival of flavour. And what I'm going to do as well now is put a little bit of salt in, and a bit of yoghurt. And that's, I mean, I've probably made a little bit too much marinade for 2 bits of fish, but it's better to have too much than not enough, I think. So that is my delicious marinade. And then what I do is I get the fish. So the fish is filleted. It's about 125 grams a portion. That should be fine because I'm going to do a lot of chips. And I'm going to just put this marinade now over the fish. Make sure we cover the fish. Pretty fantastic, I have to say. And then what do we do next? Oh, that's right, we leave it. And I'm going to give this about an hour. So we'll go for a walk, and when we come back, we'll put the fish in the oven. In fact, before pushing the fish in the oven, we'll do the chips. And these chips I have parboiled already, and basically I'm going to cover these in a tandoori garlic sort of marinade, like a dry rub almost, and then with oil. And then these peas are going to just be a lovely peas with onion and some cumin, and we'll do all of that and have fish and chips and peas later on. Go for fish, eat more fish. So it's called for fish, and it's fish and chips and peas night. So fish, been marinating, but still got a little time to go. So we don't get the chips in. So parboiled these chips earlier on, and I put them in with boiled them with salt and bicarbonate soda, so they fluff up a bit. And then what I'm doing is I've made a little masala really. I've got some tandoori masala rub, and I've mixed that up with some turmeric and some salt, and I'm just going to put some cooking oil in there like this. And then what we're going to do is zhuzh it around, and I'm going to put it on the chips. That's all I do really. So then what we do with these is we put them in the oven, and they should be lovely. So people of a nervous disposition might want to put gloves on to do this because of the turmeric in it, but I'm just going for it. But that's all it is. So I've got these lovely chips now covered in the sort of masala, and then I'll put them in a pan in the oven, and I'll basically bring them out when they're hot and when they're cooked. And as I parboil them, of course, I'm looking for crispy now, not fluffy. So I've got fluffy, and when we come back, I shall show you how to make peas, and I'll take the fish out. Call for fish, eat fish and chips and peas in an Indian. I've had to skip a bit because I put the fish in, of course, into the oven, and also so we've got the chips and the fish in the oven, nearly finished. So I mean, concentrate on the peas. So what I've got going on here is I've sautéed some red onion and garlic in some butter. I've put in some ground coriander, ground cumin, salt and turmeric. And now we're just going to add a little bit of vegetable stock. So I need that to just get on. I add the cumin, coriander, salt and turmeric just at the end of the sautéing process, so that the heat from the butter releases all the flavour. And then these are peas. I've had these defrosted, nothing special. Well, they're petit pois actually, so they're sort of posh, aren't they? So I'll just let that fester away there for as long as I can stand with it. I'm going to put it up high and just cook those. Meanwhile, this is the exciting bit. The clock on the oven says 3:46, but I know that fish is already done, and I'm going to take it out. So, I think it's fair to say that looks pretty delicious. So that's the hake with the marinade fish. Next thing is the chips. I mean, these are quite good. Look at that. So they're lovely and masala-y on the outside and fluffy in the middle. And then just to go with those, these lovely peas. So fish, chips, peas, and all I'd say is serve it not with tomato sauce, serve it with something like Cllr's premium mango chutney or showers or whatever you fancy. But mainly call for fish. Eat more fish. Eat more fish.